Hi everyone, Toride Alie Kimbing.
Right. Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna be asking Nasako some random photography questions. Um, yeah. So that's what we're doing today.
What is the purpose?
The purpose is just to learn more about the photography, not necessarily the camera, but this is really focused on photography and why photographers charge high
Or do certain things?
or do certain things. Right. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. So
English or
is
Pidgin?
this okay?
Yep.
At this point, we'll do it in my dialect. Say if someone came to you and they're just starting out as a new photographer and they're like, "What camera should I buy?" What are you gonna say?
What camera to buy? They're starting out as a new photographer.
Yeah, very brand new.
Okay, so if you say a photographer, then I'll encourage them to get a professional camera, right? Because this is something they plan to do. But now, one question would always get now any person will just walk up to you like, hey, I think I want to buy a camera. Like any regular person, sometimes at events or I don't know, they meet you and because they know you're into photography or cameras and all that stuff, they're like, hey, which camera if you buy them? Now that's a very, can I use the word vague?
Sure, you can use it.
Yeah,
Whatever word.
funny question because it's like me walking. You walk into Walmart, you meet somebody who works there, and you say, "Hey, what you think have you buying for here?" You understand? So many things they do. But if you walk into Walmart and you tell them, "Hey, I am hungry, I have $10. What do you think I can get?" They actually guide you. You understand? So before you go to a photographer because you think they are professional, because you think they know a lot about cameras and ask them what camera to buy, just make sure you have reasons why you want a camera, your budget. You understand? Like you need to have so many, provide so many informations to him. That way it guides him on why you want a camera and what kind of camera might be good for you.
So, one of the comments that people keep making is sometimes taking pictures, like photographers charge very high. Why are the prices so high?
Intellectual property. Now, photography just like it's just another career like many other careers out there. Uh, Doctor, this, that. So first of all, before you start worrying about the price, at least look at the photographer as he's doing his that's his career. That's what he's supposed to feed from. That's what he's supposed to, I don't know, take care of his bills and all that stuff. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is um so many people look at photography as, oh, you just carry camera, no, you go just press that button so, and that's it. Photography, if you ask me, I feel like it's close to mathematics, further maths. I used to say further maths where they put salt, and no, not salt, pepper inside, and then you get for sniff 'em. It's difficult to learn, to understand. You have to understand so many things about photography before you can even pull a certain shot and it comes out perfectly. It's not just about lifting a camera, point and shoot. No, you understand? You have to understand lighting, you have to understand framing, you have to understand, you go to editing and all that. So photography is a career. Let me just put it that way. So before you start to worry about, oh, why is he charging me too much and this and that and that, no, that's his profession. That's what he's supposed to make a living for. So he's charging you for what he knows and not, he's charging you for what he knows, intellectual property. You understand? So it's not just about him having a camera and, yeah.
Yeah, and I think in addition to what the person knows, it's also about the quality of the product that you're receiving.
Yeah.
Because you can have somebody that's going to charge you, I don't know, maybe $80 for a photo shoot, but the pictures that you're going to get, you're not going to be happy with them. And you'll be like, okay, maybe I should just spend the $250 for a photo shoot and actually get something that I can use and something that I'm happy with. Because the $80, yes, is cheap, but are you happy what you're getting?
Yeah.
No. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Probably not.
That's just exactly what I was saying, right? What people know. I'm charging you for what I know. I'm not charging you because I have a camera and all that stuff. Anybody can get a camera, right? But it's about what I know. It's not about the camera. So most people look at it like, oh, you have a camera, you just charge me because you have a camera. No, I'm charging you. It's about intellectual property, what I know. So you're paying me for the 10 years I took in learning how to take pictures. You're not paying me for that one picture that you think I am taking.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long does it take you to actually learn how to do this?
Okay, I learned on my own, and I've been learning now for like 4 years. And guess what? When I walked in here today, I had my camera and I was just doing something, and then I discovered, oh, so if I do this with my camera, this is the result I might get. You understand? So I learn every day. Some people feel like I'm good. I don't feel like I'm good. I still don't call myself a professional. You understand? So imagine I don't think I'm a professional. But then there are people out there who think they are professional, who are professional. I look at them as professionals. So if I'm charging you $1,000 for a photo shoot, just imagine how much that person might want to charge you. So yeah, for some people it would take months. For some people it would take years. If you have somebody I think if I had somebody that was teaching me, it would have taken me a shorter time. But it took me like 3 years to get to where I am today. But if I had somebody, because now when I teach people, I go straight to the basics. I teach them what they are supposed to know. But when I was learning, I did not even know what I was doing. I was just going back and forth, and I was just learning by error. And so it took me a longer time. But if you're smart enough, I think 1 year is good enough time for you.
1 year of like commitment, consistency,
Yeah.
and like all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes a good photo?
A good photo? Oh, God. So now, one thing I do is I make sure if I'm taking a picture of you, any person who sees the picture and then see you somewhere else should be able to be like, oh, this is Alia Kimbeng.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that when you did my first photo shoot. You're like, you don't over edit
I don't
pictures.
over
You want
edit.
it to look very natural and very realistic.
Yeah. I feel like people are unique. I feel like people are beautiful, handsome the way they are. I don't really like over editing. So, but then there are some things I can take out of the picture. If you have a pimple is not going to be on your face for the rest of your life, so I can take that out. If you had, let's say, I don't know, some scar or something that was not there before or might not be there in 2, 3, 4 weeks, I can take that out. I can expose the picture a little bit, but not exaggerate. So for me, a good picture is just any picture that after you see the picture, the day you see the person that you saw in the picture, you feel like, okay, I know this person, I've seen them somewhere. Not that I've had situations where somebody meets me and then they greet me like, hey, Toride, hey. And then I'm like, where do I know you? And they're like, you don't know me, we talk on Facebook. And this is because all their pictures on Facebook or their social media is, the editing is exaggerated. You understand? It's soft, it's bright, it's too beautiful.
Filter. It's called a filter.
And then I'm like, okay, this is not you. So to me, a good picture is just supposed to look like you, but a little bit better than you.
Okay. A little bit of makeup and touches. All right. So why don't you post prices on your website?
Okay, this is one very important question. I think my answer the one for Pigeon, right? The reason why photographers need post price for their website, most photographers need post price for their website now, because I need to understand what you want, then I can charge you. You understand? I cannot just go to my website and say a photo shoot is $100. And then you just call me, hey, I want to do a photo shoot. And I say, okay, when? You say tomorrow 4 a.m. And then tomorrow 4 a.m. you get here with 20 clothes, 4,000 family members. You understand what I'm saying? So
right.
It's difficult to say, okay, this is what I charge. Except the prices is gonna be as long as River Nile. So the better thing to do is give me a call. You tell me exactly what you want, when you want it, how you want it, and then I can say, okay, you know what, this is what I'll charge you. I can charge you for a photo shoot, right? Today, Monday evening, I can charge you $200 for a photo shoot. On Saturday, same time, I will not charge you less than $1,000 for that same photo shoot.
Why?
because today is kind of like a cold, it's, let me say, less busy day. You understand? It's difficult. Like we usually don't have clients on Monday. You understand? But on Saturday, it is very, very certain that I have about 30 people calling me because they want to do a photo shoot. So most of the time we consider all those things, the distance. Do you want to come do the photo shoot at my studio? Do you want me to come to your house? Where is your house? And so you need to give me a whole lot of information before I can tell you how much I want to charge you for your photo shoot. So I rather not put my price in out there. Just call me and then we talk about it.
Okay. So what's one advice that you give to your clients?
Our clients, when it comes to
taking pictures or photo shoots or anything, because those are your clients.
When you hire a photographer or when you reach out to a photographer, don't forget why you reach out to them. You reach out to them because you think they can do something good. You reach out to them because you think they are better. You reach out to them because you think they can do it better than you, right? So give them that room to be creative. When you reach out to them, always ask their opinion. Present your idea to them. Present your project to them. But then, what do you think? You understand? They are the ones with the camera. They know what they're capable of. So it's like you just walk up to me because you see me with the camera and you're like, okay, this is what I want you to do. And that is what you want. I might waste your time. And we might not get a result that you want, you understand? But if you say, this is what I want, this is what I want to use it for, this is what I want, what do you think? The photographer can say, okay, you know what? I don't have the camera for this. I don't have, you understand? But we can do this that can get you to this place. Or maybe we can do it this way. Or, hey, I don't even think the location you choose can best represent the project or can best represent your ideas. You understand? So whenever you reach out to a photographer, always remember why you reach out to them. Give them that room. After explaining your project, after explaining your ideas, give them that room to make suggestions or just listen to them talk about what they think about the whole idea.
Yeah. So in other words, it's like you need to be flexible and collaborate with the person taking the pictures.
Yeah.
So that way you guys can bring your concept to life together.
Yep.
It's a partnership.
Yeah.
Type thing. Okay. That makes sense. So when you take pictures of people, who owns them? It's my picture, it's me in the photos.
Big fight. But guess what? It belongs to the photographer.
Tell me more.
So the thing is, it's just like music, right? When you buy Beyonce's song, does this song belong to you?
I guess not. It belongs to Beyonce.
So it's the same thing with photography. The person who actually had the camera and took the picture has the original rights to the picture. Now, before you hire the person, right? You guys can get into a negotiation. You can say, hey, you know what? I want to hire you for this project. I'm gonna have full rights to the whole thing and blah 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 blah. And then you get into a contract, and then they release the rights to you. You understand? That's one other thing. And trust me, if a photographer knows they're going to give you full rights to the image, they're going to charge you different. You understand? If I was supposed to do a photo shoot with you for $1,000 and you say, hey, I want full rights to the pictures, I'm going to charge you about $15,000. Yeah, because it's yours. You can go ahead and do whatever you want to do with it. You understand? So that's the reason why when we negotiate, knowing fully well that this image still belongs to me, we kind of like, okay, we take it easy on the pricing and all the stuff. Knowing if any of those pictures get to a place and they're supposed to pay millions or thousands of dollars, it comes to me, not you. You understand? That's the reason why most people, I've had a client, I did their wedding, and then, I did a photo shoot with them. And then after that, they were like, hey, can we go print the pictures? And I was like, oh, how did you know you were supposed to ask me if you can print the pictures? You understand? They were like, Papa, I mean, if you understand, after our wedding, we thought this thing was as simple as it is, and then we took the soft images to the printer, and they were like, hey, you need authorization from the person who took these pictures. And
really?
Of course. They called the photographer and no, you're supposed to pay me more money. You did not hire me to take pictures because you want to print them.
So it's like if I'm hiring you to take digital
pictures,
photos,
yes,
it's a completely different price versus if I want you to print them out. Or if I want
so even if you want me to print them out, right? I print and give them to you, it's still my property. it's just like a painting, right? It's still my property. But then, when you hired me, we discussed, okay, I'm hiring you to take pictures of me, and then the full rights to the picture ownership is you have to transfer that to me. So then we have to go into a contract, right? I was hired to do this for them and blah blah blah, and now everything belongs to them. But besides that, if you just hire me and hey, Nasako, I'm paying you $1,000, take pictures of me. Yeah, take the pictures and give the pictures to you. The rights, copyright to those pictures still belong to me, the photographer. That's the reason why people do, there are certain things people do they don't even know. They edit pictures. A photographer sends you a picture, you go and alter the picture. That is wrong. You can go to jail for that. You can go to jail for that. A photographer sends you a picture, you post it on Instagram, you post it everywhere without asking your opinion. You can go to jail for that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Of course, it's like Beyonce's song, right? You cannot just take Beyonce's music and you go around and start playing it in bars and all that stuff without authorization. They have a right to say, hey, stop that music, right? You cannot just use your song on whatever because you think, okay, I'm doing publicity for that. You cannot do that. So it's the same thing with photography. The photographer, the person who had the camera and actually took the picture, has full rights to the ownership to the pictures.
Well, so if I'm taking my friends' pictures, I'm about to be claiming full rights.
Yeah.
For taking their pictures.
Yeah.
In my phone.
Even if you were using their phone.
Right. It's the person who actually took.
Yeah.
Wow,
Guess what? Do you know why?
Really good information.
Now the reason is, it goes back to intellectual property, right? Whatever the situation, you are the one who created, who managed the whole idea. Like you are the one who did the painting because you were the one behind the camera. So it's your property. That's how they look at it. It didn't now you cook the soup. Now you hold the camera. So whatever comes out, that's your property.
Oh wow. Okay. That I've actually really learned a lot. I didn't know all of that information. So I feel like this is really good, and it's information that people don't necessarily know, that we should know. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. So why does it take forever to get my pictures? Every single time. Sako, real life though. Sako still owe me pictures from like a year ago.
Okay, now between me and you, it's family. And
see how they disrespect their family?
Yeah. I know it's disrespectful, but that's just the thing. I have many other families who are still asking me for their pictures. But the other reason why most photographers would delay, because most people are like, okay, you just took the picture, can you send them to me in 2 hours and all that? No, are you kidding me? Do you know some pictures would take, some photographers would take about 1 hour to edit one picture?
Yeah, I
So
know.
just
I've
imagine,
tried to edit pictures before.
just imagine they are supposed to send you 20, 30 pictures, right? So they don't have other things to do, but people don't understand that. That's another reason why people, after photo shoots, most people expect, because normally during photo shoot we take close to 200 pictures, right? And then we send you all these 200 pictures and we're like, can you choose the 5 that you want me to edit? And they're like, are you kidding me? Only 5? Yeah, only 5, because it's going to take me like 2 days to edit those 5 pictures. You understand? Yep. I remember one time I sent somebody 200 pictures and can you choose your 5? And they choose the 5, and before I realized, they were already posting the other ones on social media. Because most of my pictures, even without editing them, they already look good.
Right.
So they were already posting. And I called them like, what are you doing? You can't do that. You cannot just, and they're like, no, I paid you and this and that and that. So I looked for a video, I looked for a couple of links and send it to them. And they watch and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, please. Don't sue me. And I'm like, no, it's okay.
Don't sue me. Right. What's one misconception that people have about event photography?
People feel like when they meet you with a camera at events, they feel like you owe them a picture. So once they know, oh, are you the photographer for this event? Yeah. Hey, can you take me a picture? And then most of them want to take their family portraits at events. So when photographers negotiate, we have levels of negotiation, right? I might be doing a wedding, but the contract stipulates that I'm only supposed to do the couples. You understand? I might be doing a wedding, but the contract stipulates I'm supposed to do the couple and their bridal tray or train or whatever they call it. And sometimes we have backup photographers who can do guests and all that. So it depends on the contract. But guess what? If it's a wedding, one photographer cannot do the couple, bridal trail, and then guests. They are not a slave. It's practically impossible. So, but most people, especially our communities, just feel like, oh, not to really be photographer. Oh, take me a picture. Oh, and then most of them don't even want to take one picture. They want to take many pictures. They want to change.
Shoot.
Yeah, they would just want to do a photo shoot. Yeah. So I feel like our people, may they start understand.
Yeah, I think it's also like people don't know that knowledge. They don't have that knowledge of what it takes to actually create pictures or take pictures for an event. So that's why I said this is really good information.
Yeah. So
usually I'll be like, yo, can you take a picture of me?
Yeah.
Like, you're taking pictures, right? Yeah. Like,
so
I
a
don't
good
know
thing
the
to
contract.
do, you meet a photographer at an event. Hey, are you supposed to take picture of the guest and blah 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 blah? Guess what? If somebody asked me that question, even if I was not supposed to do guest, I'll take them a picture and send it to them.
Yeah, because you'd be like, oh, you know a lot about my profession. So
Yeah.
it just makes you feel.
Yeah. Or even if they don't know, I just feel like, okay, this person, he get common sense now. He reason say I know they feel enough for just snap it, man. Yeah.
Right.
So that's just a misconception most people have about event photography.
What do you have to say to people who say, hey, get a real job so that you can charge less?
This ignorant group of people.
Just ignore it.
Photography, being a photographer, it's a career also, right?
It is a career, a very hard one at that.
I've been learning for 3 years now. I think that is similar to what some people do to get a nursing degree and all that stuff.
Right, that's like almost a bachelor's degree.
So why do you expect me to learn for 3-4 years and then make less money than you, who learned or who went to school for the same amount of time or period of time, right? So that it's a career. It's I don't know, it's a hobby for some people, just like nursing can be a hobby for me too, right? Or am I not correct?
No, I mean, anything can be a hobby.
Yeah, it can be a hobby for me. I can decide to do it as a hobby.
Just like it has probably more restrictions and regulations.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a career, and don't expect me to drop a career for another career. No, I have chosen this career. I think what you should do is get a good job so you can pay me without complaining. Because I have a lot of clients who pay and they don't complain, especially because they understand the value. The people who don't want to pay are the people who are not having, man, not blasting.
There are people who don't respect the art.
They don't respect.
Craft,
They don't
so
even.
have
Yeah.
some respect.
Yeah,
Yes.
and not just that, they don't even have the money, and they feel like no, it's the photographer who's supposed to get another job. No, you are supposed to get another job, a good job, a better job, get good money, so you can actually pay the photographer.
Or maybe just get a cheaper photographer if you don't get the money to pay Nasako. There are people that are cheaper. You're probably not gonna get his quality work.
Yeah.
But you get something. Are you gonna be happy with what you get? I don't know. So, all right, those are all the questions that we have today. Do you have anything else that you would like to say?
No, I don't have any other thing.
Yeah, you did talk a lot, so stop talking.
I didn't even want that. It's never reached 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it's been that. I don't know if it's been that long, honestly.
It's 24 minutes.
But this was actually good because I actually learned a lot and I actually enjoyed doing this interview. So thank you. So that's all we have today, guys, girls, gals, everyone. Stay tuned for another episode of 3 Day. You know I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. See, you didn't even do your thing.
I don't know. Maybe we'll repeat the question then.
Why?
I just answer and fine.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Trust
literally.
me. So there's so small in the plenty so where people never still understand now.
Yeah, I think we need to do a part 2. I think it should be like a part 1, and I think we need to do a part 2. And if people have questions, you should put like if you have questions or submit questions here when you do these videos. Like put like an email or something. You need to create an intake form.